From building approvals, digitalization to the health sector. This time, to drive universal health coverage, the Lagos State government has unveiled the Lagos Private Health Partnership, a unified public-private framework designed to restructure health financing, expand insurance coverage, and ensure equitable access to quality healthcare. Now, the secretary to the state government, Abimbola Salohundeyin, who represented Governor Sanwo-Olu at the event, says the initiative is a decisive leap toward a resilient health financing structure capable of protecting households from catastrophic health spending.
Medical professionals in the public and private sector, Lagos State top government officials, development partners, as well as those in the financial institutions gather in Civic Center, Victoria Island, Lagos, for the launch of the Lagos Health Financing Reforms, positioned as a turning point for universal health coverage in Lagos State. The health transformation agenda, championed by the Lagos State government through public-private collaboration framework, demonstrates Lagos' determination in converting mandatory health insurance into practical and scalable outcomes.
This movement signifies a new covenant with every resident of this state, a covenant that says healthcare should not be a privilege determined by wealth or chance, but a guaranteed right supported by a functional, equitable, and sustainable financing system. For too long, Lagos has contended with a paradox. We are a $256 billion GDP powerhouse, but yet the scale of healthcare financing within our borders has remained far below what is required to match the health needs, both curative and prevention, of our population. The LPHP represents a conscious shift on the part of government from a fragmented, opaque marketplace to a coordinated, transparent, and digitally enabled health financing architecture. At the core of this transformation is the introduction of a statewide digital platform, a unified marketplace where all private sector health insurance transactions occur with transparency, efficiency, and accountability. With this system, enrollees can choose the hospitals they trust and the HMOs that they prefer. Every transaction leaves a compliance and quality footprint. Data replaces speculation, and transparency replaces assumptions.
Healthcare provider says the Lagos Health Financing Reforms featuring the LPHP serves as a turning point in the state's health sector.
This is one plus for Lagos State government. Can we clap again? Yes. The only thing we should be ready for is that when things are alien this way, there must be some resistance. And the resistance must also be met beautifully with positive resilience. And after that's been done, we have to now caress, encourage one another, and show facts and figures, let them be evidence-based. We are just starting. We need to educate ourselves the more. Our people must be well educated. They must see the gains from the pains. And we must also see the fact that we are becoming innovative to the extent we are going to put on ground features, decisions, innovations that will say Eureka.
This is an initiative that is very much welcome. We note the fact that the OPS, the Organized Private Sector, is mandated to ensure that they register all their employees in one form of health plan or the other. And so this also gives us another platform, other options that are open to us to take advantage of it so that we can equally key into it and ensure that service is being rendered.
An overview of the health financing principles and insurance mechanics is also highlighted at the gathering.
And this is what National Health Insurance Act says. that a new era of financial reform was set up in Nigeria. It clarifies the relationship between the federal, state, and private operators, that social insurance must form the base of health insurance for all individuals in Nigeria. Thereafter, you can also now procure a supplementary or complementary plan from a private health scheme. So for Lagos State, we saw this new law or act as an opportunity to expand our scope of health financing strategy, and at the same time, taking us on the path of UHC. So what do? We domesticated that law to the context of Lagos State. And through the powers and approval of Lagos State Governor, he approved the issuing of Lagos State Executive Order 2024, which says that everyone is mandated and compulsory to be on social insurance plan, where we have synergy within what the federal laws and the state laws say.
The CEO of Sterling Bank says the bank will continue to provide financial and digital infrastructure to support the LPHP's long-term success.
We joined Lagos State in making a clear statement. It's a statement of transformation. This is not copied from anywhere else that I know of. This is actually customized to work for Lagos State. It's a statement of partnership. I spoke extensively about all the different stakeholders that the state has brought together, and we are one of them. And it's a statement of intent, because once this starts, the marketplace, the unified marketplace that Lagos State has created will ensure that Africa can finally afford healthcare. And not just can it afford healthcare, African financial institutions will be able to finance the infrastructure required for healthcare to prosper. And so we as partners, we are here first and foremost as providing payment infrastructure. That is the easiest part of it, is what we do. We have also contributed extensively to the digital platform that will enable this be seamless. We have experience from the work we did during COVID, and we brought some of that experience to bear. We will make sure that the onboarding is seamless, and most importantly, there will be real-time monitoring so that there is transparency as promised by the state.
The State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, during his presentation, outlined that LPHP will introduce a state-managed risk equalization and solidarity fund that will protect vulnerable population.
As government, the most effective tool that governments have is policy, strategy, and the ability to inform and enforce. Given the situation, the Lagos State government has no option but to step in as an honest broker, implement a health financing reform, policy and strategy to revive the health sector in the state across the intertwined public and private segments. Lagos, over the past 4 years, especially since after COVID, has mapped out an elaborate health finance reform strategy. We've worked hard, and my colleague from Cabinet is here. We work hard at trying to ascribe more budgetary allocation to health year in, year out. And I must say that Mr. Governor has graciously acceded to our cries, and our budgetary allocation is increasing.
Delivering the keynote address on behalf of Governor Sanwo-Olu is the Secretary to the State Government, who describes the LPHP as an historic step towards building a resilient and future-driven health financing architecture.
The Lagos Private Health Partnership structures private sector participation in the social health insurance space, clarifying how private health insurance and providers can be seamlessly integrated into a sustainable and progressive unified health financing strategy in line with the NHIA Act. It strengthens collaboration, aligns private sector capabilities with state possibilities, and ensures that residents receive services with confidence, clarity, and fairness, ultimately stabilizing the health sector economy and increasing its contribution to the GDP through a stronger human asset. Through a deep, proactive, and productive partnership with the NHIE, we have harmonized approaches by combining resources to strengthen private sector participation.
With this launch, Lagos positions itself as Africa's leading health financing reform hub and a destination for medical investments, health technology, and clinical workforce retention, and stakeholders in the medical sector have agreed to scale up the template for national adoption.